what was your reaction to seeing Russ resign yesterday?
I was happy. I think everybody should be happy. Should be excited about right now, the future. He's a cornerstone of this organization, and he's proven that yesterday by agreeing to that deal. Not only showing this organization his commitment, but also showing the city of Oklahoma his commitment to them too.
Mel, you've been in the league for a long time. When a player gets to basically get his future settled, is there a certain level of pressure that kind of gets you can
that burden is off. That burden is off. Although we try not to think about it, we think about it. It's something that we always have to keep in the back of our mind. Our future, our career, what we want to do, how we want to do it. So I'm pretty sure he's glad that he got that behind him and focus on basketball. Also, not have to answer the questions. Like, that's where the burden comes in there. When you don't have to answer those questions, that burden gets taken off your back.
Speaking of those questions, you don't have to make a decision for a long time.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not even answering those questions. Like I don't even want to touch those questions right now because I don't even want to alter kind of my focus and my vision right now. Being in training camp and trying to get things rolling and trying to establish something. Trying to reestablish something.
Let me ask you, when that time comes, is the fact that he's locked in, is it a factor? Is it something you consider when you're making a decision about?
Yeah, I got phone calls yesterday. I got a lot of phone calls yesterday. So I didn't text him back, but I got a lot of phone calls. I mean, like I said, I don't even want to touch those questions right now. I don't want to lose kind of my level of focus right now and start thinking about any of that. I'm just excited to be here now, and the fans are excited for me to be here. It's a greater level of appreciation of me being here. So I just want to return that to the people all over.
Paul said he found out about it on NBA TV. How did you find out?
I was actually on my way to Paul when I found out. I got the text message and they said Russ committed.
In terms of your focus on what's going on here with camp and basketball, what are you looking forward to about tomorrow? Kind of getting into a real game-like setting.
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to kind of those scrimmages. We still be playing against each other, so it's just going to be our practice. Our scrimmages in front of somebody else, in front of fans. It's always good to, for the fans to kind of see the energy that we're creating inside these walls, and kind of camaraderie in the bond that we're starting to create within this first week of training camp. They get a first glimpse at of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to do.
Do you have any sense, Melo, of the identity of this team will bring, given your first few days of camp, where your focus will be that way?
Our focus right now is just kind of trying to establish an identity, who we want to be, what we want to be. We honestly believe that we can be one of the best defensive teams out there in the NBA, hands down. It's going to take a commitment, from myself, from Paul, from Russ, from everybody to be on the same page. But that's been our focus, so far these first couple of days of training camp.
And Carmelo, back to Russ for a second. There's sort of been a narrative out there that Oklahoma City, being a smaller market franchise, maybe wasn't going to be able to retain a big-time player like him. You've been here a short time, obviously, but are there things about this place that you started to recognize? Oh, that's why a guy like him would
Yeah, well, I think the way that the rules are now, CBA is different. The way that smaller markets are, have an opportunity to compete, as far as keeping guys, in their market and their team. I think that helped. But also, I think this situation is a lot different than a lot of other smaller markets because of just the fan base and what the city brings, surrounding the organization and the support that they have around this organization, around the city. I think it makes it hard for guys to come here and want to just leave like that.
What do you think of when people say Olympic Melo?
I don't know. You got Olympic Melo, hoodie Melo. At the end of the day, for me, I'm still the same. You know, I'm still the same person. I'm Melo, and you know, I kind of let my game speak for itself. And, I think the Olympic Melo connotation comes into play where you have, you know, I'm surrounded by other great players. You know, whereas I think the game, you know, try to make the game a little bit easier for myself, a little bit easier for Russell, Paul, and for everybody else in the field. But I think that's the Melo. I can just come and not have to do too much, just bring my game and help it gel, help it blend with the other guys.
Coach K was saying that I took him the other day. He was saying that it's not just about playing with other guys, that you have a really great sense of playing off other guys, so you react to the way a defense is dealing with one guy. Is that something that came along in part because of that experience, just playing with those guys?
Well, I mean, I think I told y'all this in media day. I've always been a product of my environment. Whatever my environment, you know, wants from me, that's what I give my environment. This environment is a little bit different. It reminds me a little bit of, you know, being around the Olympic teams and being on those great teams. So it's just a comfort zone that I feel comfortable in those situations.
PG pinpointed I think the game against Australia where you really took on a leadership role and played your best. What do you remember about that game in particular?
Well, we just needed something. For me, it was a little bit different because I was there a couple years ago when we did play against Australia, and I know the back and forth of the bickering that was going on between us and Australia. So I had a little bit more of an edge, you know, going into that Australia game, and I think those guys saw that, you know, coming into the game, the practice the day before, kind of just that focus. My motivation going into that game was a little bit different.
What's that feel like to rise to the occasion in that setting?
It was big. I mean, it was big for me because I wanted the guys that I was playing with to kind of get that feeling and understand what my mindset, what my motivation was coming from, and being able to go out there and showcase that on that level.
So you've been here about a week now. Is it weird?
A week, yeah, maybe. A couple days.
Is it weird having a million things have happened in that week? But is it weird having that like new guy feeling for the first time in a little while?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like born again a little bit, and you know, like I feel like I'm in college again. You know, being on it's like a college campus, and you know, just being around in the city is like kind of that college feel. And, you know, the energy, the joy that I have, you know, back with the game of basketball is, I can feel it. And I can feel it when I wake up. I can feel it around the guys. I can feel it when I'm out and about. That's just, that energy is different. And, you know, the energy never lies and the vibes never lies. And I think you guys will see something special.
Speaking of college, if you're running any OU or OSU fans?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. OU, OSU, Texas, Kansas. That Big 12, man, is surrounding me. So I got to be careful with what I say out here in Oklahoma.
Carmelo, have you and Collison reminisced at all on the championship game in 03?
I think he's still a little bitter about that. You know, him, Royal Ivy, you know, with Texas. You know, those guys are still a little bitter about what happened back then. So I'm trying not to rub it in the face.
Yeah. You had said the other day you were going to be playing the 4 this year, and that's something in the past you've been a little reticent to do. Is part of your willingness to do that even less about the way the roster set up and more just kind of the way the league has shifted to where you don't have to necessarily bang the way you might have 4 or 5 years ago?
I mean, teams make it hard to kind of put, you know, the traditional bigs of the 4 and the 5 out there in the basketball court together.
Yeah. It's
almost impossible to play that way in this day and age because teams are constantly looking at ways to make those adjustments, looking at ways to get the edge, you know, of their opponents. So I've always felt comfortable with, you know, kind of playing the 4. I mean, to me, it's just a different spot on the court, a different position. So I've always felt comfortable with that.
You mentioned how it kind of feels like a Team USA feel here being with Paul and Russ. I mean, the last couple of years you've kind of been on an island at times trying to lead the team and score the ball. You must be pretty excited. You mentioned kind of feel like you're in college again, but you must feel excited to have the opportunity to be out there with a couple guys like that are going to really take the pressure off you.
Yeah, you know, I'm more excited about just being out there with those guys, playing off of those guys playing off of me, you know, getting a new feel, you know, for the game of basketball.
Yeah.
But also kind of just the accountability that we will all hold each other, you know, to. You know, I feel like I can hold, you know, Russ accountable. I feel like I can hold, you know, Paul accountable, and vice versa. And not just those 2 guys, but everybody on the team. if we can hold everybody accountable, each other accountable, then I think we will have some success in this league.
Have you guys had any discussions yet about how rotations might work in terms of staggering? I know Billy said that he kind of wants to have at least one of you guys out there all the time. So
yeah, we haven't. I mean, we talked briefly about it, but it's hard to talk about that stuff in 3-4 days into training camp. And, we still trying to, fix these nuances and, get the kinks out and, get used to one another. We're still trying to get used to, to Billy. He's still trying to get used to us. So right now we're just trying to put the basics of what we're trying to accomplish here in these first couple of days. And tomorrow is a, scrimmage for, it's more so for the fans, to see the team. And then our first test is Tuesday, against Houston. Just play against somebody else and, kind of get the league, get this season started.
Anybody else? Thanks,